People often assume that love scenes are the hardest part of acting. But the truth is, the real challenge comes long before the camera ever rolls. It's in the quiet moments, when the lights are still being adjusted, when the crew is settling into place, and you're sitting across from someone who brings a certain presence into the room. Over the years, Diane Lane learned that chemistry isn't something you manufacture. It simply arrives, unannounced, and asks you to be honest with it. At this stage in her life, Diane speaks about attraction not as temptation, but as awareness. She understands the line between imagination and action, and she respects it deeply. Fantasy, she believes, can be powerful without ever becoming reckless. It's where curiosity lives, where artistry is sharpened, and where mystery is preserved. Some connections are meant to remain exactly what they are, unspoken, unresolved, and therefore unforgettable. There were moments, she admits, when certain co-stars made professionalism feel like a discipline rather than a default. Richard Gere was one of them. Working with him meant encountering a stillness that commanded attention. He didn't perform chemistry. He allowed space for it. In his presence, scenes slowed down, breaths mattered more, and silence became expressive. It was never overwhelming, but quietly consuming. The kind of energy that lingers long after the scene ends. Kevin Costner brought something entirely different. His strength was understated, grounded, and deeply calming. Acting opposite him felt like leaning into something solid, something steady. He listened with intention, and that kind of attentiveness naturally draws people closer. There was no need for grand gestures. His restraint carried weight. Diane found that kind of masculinity compelling. Not loud, not performative, just undeniably present. Josh Brolin, on the other hand, was unpredictable in the best way. He brought intensity, instinct, and a restless spark that made every scene feel alive. Working with him required alertness, trust, and adaptability. There was an edge to his energy, balanced by humor and generosity, that created a dynamic both challenging and rewarding. Those are the collaborations that sharpen an actor's instincts and keep complacency at bay. With Matt Dillon, the memory is softer, layered with youth and nostalgia. They were both still becoming themselves, still learning how to carry presence without forcing it. Even then, his quiet confidence stood out. Time didn't erase that quality, it refined it. What once felt electric now feels enduring, a reminder of how certain impressions never fade, only deepen. Tom Cruise represented momentum. Even early on, his focus was unmistakable. He moved through sets with certainty and drive, lifting the energy of everyone around him. His intensity wasn't chaotic. It was directed. That clarity, Diane recalls, made working with him invigorating. You didn't just act alongside him, you kept pace. Christopher Lambert remains a different kind of memory altogether, subtle, thoughtful, and atmospheric. His presence was quiet but charged, his attention precise. Conversations felt deliberate, pauses meaningful. There was elegance in his restraint and generosity in how he shared the frame. Looking back, Diane doesn't frame these experiences as temptations avoided, but as moments of connection honored. They were reminders that attraction doesn't diminish with age. It evolves. And sometimes the most powerful stories are the ones that live only in memory, exactly where they belong.